I got the advice from everybody, from my teachers, from the school, from my parents, to study, because everybody just told me, you are too good, you need to study. Theater is, something that you will not probably be able to live on. And then I did study, and I learned a lot, and it was challenging, and it was super interesting. But what happened, I think, was that years after, I went back to those roots. I went back to that passion that I actually had when I was a teenager, because I wanted to work with actors, and I wanted to work with theater. I wanted to work with film. So maybe the advice would be to listen to your heart and not listening too much to everybody around you, because maybe they don't have the same vision as you have. Erika Lust, Erotic Film Director. Well, I love being on a set. I love shooting. I love the power and the magic of filmmaking. And I love when you go, for example, to a festival time after you shot a movie, and you sit down and you see your movie on the big screen. And it's just such a pleasure to see that job that you did. I guess the limitations in my job is that I am treating with adult business. I am doing explicit films, even if for me the filmmaking is very, very important, and the visual level, the cinematic value of my films is super important. They are still adult movies, and some people, they still have problem with the adult aspect of it. And I do understand their association with the word porn. Smut, dirt, low culture. But for me, it was a career as a filmmaker I wanted to pursue, not as a pornographer. I do erotic films. The company is mine. I created the company in 2004, so it's turning 10 years now. At my office, I do, of course, check all my emails. I check the numbers on my sites online, because I have a few different online properties, a few different websites that I'm running. One is xconfessions.com, that is my latest project, where people are sending in their confessions, their erotic confessions. Then I have another site called lustcinema.com, where I gather a lot of different films from this new wave of adult cinema from different creators and directors. And then I have an online store called the Erika Lust store. Well, when I create a film, it all starts with an idea, of course. For me, the ideas are very important, because it's the basic thing that we are working out from. So I sit down and I think about what should I do. And then it's the creative script write process, where we are throwing ideas. We are looking at how should we really create this film? Who are the main characters? Why are they meeting? In what circumstances? In what locations? And then the process goes on, and the other people in my production teams comes in. I also, of course, do castings in my job, because I need actors for my films. In the casting process, I look for people that are different, that have a special personality, that are sex positive, that love being in front of the camera. I look for people that doesn't look like the typical porn stars. So my background, I'm Swedish, from Stockholm. I studied political science and gender studies. And then years after university, I moved down to Barcelona, where my life changed. I was working in the audiovisual industry as a production manager for quite many years and a location manager. And then I created my own company in 2004. And at the beginning, it was just a very small company, and I was making a film every 2 years. And I was still working as a freelancer for other companies. But since 2008, more or less, I can live on my own company. And that's something that I'm very, very, very proud of, really. In terms of film production, I think that I'm from a generation that really grew up with such level of audiovisual quality that we all have this audiovisual mind, kind of. But then, of course, if you want to work in the film industry, get some education, as always, learn how the process really works, how are you making a movie. But also I think it's very important to learn more about the business side of it, because I have the feeling that many people that wants to work in film, they are creative people. And they know a lot about the shooting process, about the camera. They know about the script writing, and they have many, many, many ideas, but they have absolutely no clue how to make a business out of those ideas. So I would recommend you to get some business studies.